This is the BG's Talk Show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the BG's Talk Show. It's your host Anwar BG here. Last week's episode was so exciting and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. And now that we're fully back in the groove, I'm excited to keep bringing you amazing guests and conversation every Friday night. Tonight is going to be another episode packed with insight, laughter, and plenty to think about. So grab a seat, tune in, and let's get started. All right, listeners, I'm excited to introduce to you an incredible guest. Joining us is none other than Hassana Iliyasu, a talented poet who captures deep emotion in her writing and shares them on her page on Instagram. Hassana dreams of venturing into the spoken word world, bringing her poetic world into life in her voice. Originally from Adamawa State, having spending time in Kaduna, she's now here in Kano studying English literature. Though she once envisioned herself in the military, her journey has taken some unexpected turns, and I'm thrilled to hear her perspective in it all. Hassana is known for her skills with words, her quick humor, and yes, as many of you would say, her bold personality. From life on campus and friendship to her imaginative inner world, she has a lot to share. And fun fact, she's also a twin. Yes, he is. We'll get to hear a bit about her twin brother, Hussain, and what it's like being one. So, everyone, let's give a warm welcome to Hassana. Hassana, welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we've been chatting now, haven't we, for a long time? And but still, I would need you to introduce yourself for our listeners to know about you.
All right.
Say one or two words.
I am a student of the Federal University of Kano.
Right?
Yes, I'm majoring in English literature.
That's fantastic.
I write poetry in my leisure time and probably motivational speeches.
It's beautiful. Really. So your poems on Instagram are both emotional and beautiful. What first drew you to poetry? And what themes or emotions do you find yourself returning to when you write?
The feeling of attachment.
Yeah.
Yes. I write my feelings down sometimes, most of the times, because I'm kind of a firm believer that nobody deserves to listen to your rants. When you have your paper, you can just put everything into writing.
Well, that's
See them with
certainly
some
not true.
emotions.
Exactly.
So it's better something, and some people rather listen to you then afterwards insult you. So what's the point of it when you can just write it in your
Write it
diary?
in your paper and keep it
Yes.
for yourself. Well, sometimes share it for the few that would like to hear.
Yes,
Am I right?
or maybe share it in the literature thing. Yes,
Well,
so that they
certainly.
won't figure that it's you. Kind of you hiding behind the words.
Well, yeah. Saying that, do you have any kind of stage name? Stage name on your Instagram when you post?
Not anymore, but before I did.
What was it?
Anna. ANNAH.
Anna.
Yeah.
Does it mean anything in particular?
Yes, it's kind of from my name. When my little sister couldn't say Hassana when she was younger, she
Oh,
could only say Anna this, Anna that. So
that's beautiful. And you did mention that you might want to try spoken word one day. How
Yes,
do
I
you
wish I
think
could.
the experience of performing your poetry would differ from simply writing it? And what message would you want to convey through spoken word?
it would be amazing, really, to venture into the spoken word world, because I will get to share my emotions and the feelings and the things I write so that they will feel it and also relate to it. Not just me writing, a lot won't relate to the exact emotions I'm trying to portray there.
Yes.
But with me saying it and kind of probably acting it, they'll feel it. They
Exactly.
feel like, kind of, at least they are relating to someone, and probably it will be a motivation to them.
Exactly.
Like it's not the end. Everything
I
has
get
an ending
it.
and a beginning.
Yes, and also with the possibility that nowadays not much people read. So I think doing spoken word, speaking it, them hearing it will be a faster way to, get engagement. Am I right?
Yes.
So that would also be a reason for you to try spoken word one day, wouldn't it?
It will.
And as you said, well, it speaks directly to the soul. Like they will feel your emotions when you speak it, act it at the same time. It will. It's like you're transferring your words, your emotions to them to feel it.
Yes.
That's truly wonderful. And at the same time, Hassana, growing up with dreams of joining the military and now finding yourself studying English literature, how does it? How does that change feel for you? Particularly, do you still feel the pull towards the military, or has literature started to shape your new ambition for yourself?
I still feel
You do.
that yes, because I can finish English and end up in the military. It will work
Exactly.
anywhere.
Well,
Yes,
it will.
but probably I'd say literature should be great for me.
Is it?
Yes,
What's one great thing about literature?
about literature.
Yeah.
The poetry aspect, of course, since I'm a fan of
Certainly.
it.
But let's put it this way: before you've been writing
Yes.
since before studying literature.
Yes.
Well, I guess yes, as you said, I guess poetry might drew you to it. Yes, from Adama to Kaduna and now Kano, you've moved through different places and cultures. How have these places influenced you, and do you feel each one has left a unique mark on who you are?
The last part probably no.
Okay.
But the people there in Adama, Kaduna, and Kano are literally too much different. They
Are
have
they?
nothing in common. Yes.
Do share? I don't know anything particular about either of them.
The people in Kaduna are more,
Well, I do. Of Kano, because I'm a Canonian. Continue.
Kadunian more than me.
Yeah.
But don't say I'm taking Kaduna's back or whatever, but Kaduna people are more
Civilized?
yes, they're more civilized and
Well, we all know that.
probably versatile compared to
The
Kano people.
versatility. For
Yes.
sure, one would agree. Even a Canonian would agree. I would agree. Yes.
Kadunian, what is getting me? Yes.
Well, yeah. So has either of the place influenced you somehow? Well, you said skip the last part, but I know for sure, leaving Adamawa, Kaduna, staying in Kaduna, you're bred in Kaduna, aren't you?
Yes.
And now here in Kano. How has Kano influenced you studying here in Kano? Bowling with the people in any sort of way, in any shape, form, or color. How does it change you?
I think that
Does
is
it-
yet to happen. But the people here and the environment, probably most especially the weather, I'm still finding it hard to accommodate because
It's exactly
too much heat here.
the weather is pretty.
Yes.
Right. You're known to have a vivid imagination and also a world where you stay there and truly find yourself free. So, can you tell us more about this imaginative world and how it impacts your life, creativity, and the way people perceive you?
Who would want to be in an imaginative world of his or her own?
We all do.
I said it's nice to take a break from the real world.
And escape
When yes,
from reality,
thank
one
you.
might say.
When things get hard, you enter your own world
Exactly.
and
And,
have fun. Enjoy it, although you might be crumbling outside.
well, yeah, that too. So, does this sense of imagination has anything to do with literary stuffs, your ideas in poems, or when you write, when you blend on paper? Does it? You know what I'm trying to say?
90%.
Yeah?
It does. Like most people are saying, my poems are not direct. They are more of a word inside a word. Or,
Exactly.
yes. You
Put all
have to
together
crack your brain
into
to
the
get something
ethereal world.
out of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. And that is one thing that makes it truly beautiful.
Thank you.
Your sense of humor and the way you carry yourself has been described as prideful yet magnetic. How do you think this strong sense of self-shape shapes your interaction with others and influences your poetry?
Yeah, I do get
So,
being prideful a lot.
well, yeah, it's been described as prideful. Why?
I don't know for them. Even I am always
Trying to figure it out.
yes confused by that. How they should explain? No,
And I personally would say you're not. But
but
yes, to
no.
them, like what do you give
Yes, to them
outside?
because they don't know me. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and on my poetry,
Yeah.
well, I'd say it can sort of give that sense a little.
Does it?
Yes, only
In
a
what
little.
form?
In what form?
Shape or color? How exactly?
Because I don't use simple words. Some of the words I use, you have to check them up. That is for the
Certainly.
normal grade A grade A's.
Well, yes, the C ones, top notch. Living on campus brings a unique experience, doesn't it?
It does to some extent.
Yeah. So, can you share what it's like, especially as someone who's made close friends and values as well?
It does because here's a new life. Because not only the environment is new, even the people are not the regular people I meet back at
You
home.
used to know
Yes.
exactly.
So I have to like know them, know how they do things.
How to
Definitely.
incorporate with them.
Yes,
And
which is
exactly different
definitely
cultures, the
new.
diversity here,
Yes.
different cultures here and there, different people, different religions, I might say.
Religions.
Yeah, the bond. Well, and again, to the twin part. Being a twin comes with its own set of dynamics, doesn't it? How would you describe your relationship with your twin brother, Hussain? Do you share any special memories or funny moments that defines your bond, particularly?
Yes, most of our moments are. But the moment that defines our bond,
Yeah,
I'd say every moment does, but the one I'd say really does.
really counts.
Yes. That we can't stand each other. Yes. I don't think I've ever heard of twins that do stand each other. They are normally fighting.
Yeah. Yes, they normally do, since from birth, I believe.
Yes, from the one, yes.
Well, right
Because
now, I
even
might
their
say,
date of
I
birth
might
is the
say,
same.
I might say, you miss him, don't you? Coming
Yes,
here
I do
for
to
a
some
few
extent.
months.
Because no one here to punch for no reason.
Punch Hussein, you say? Nah, mate, justice for Hussein. So you make him like a punchback or something?
No, it's just something.
I'm pretty sure it's vice versa. He punches you, not you punch
No, he
him.
wouldn't dare.
It's the other way around.
No.
Well, he's a boy after all. Hussaina, wait, Hassana, Husseini.
But that really says my love to him.
So when you punch him, you show him love.
Yes.
Certainly. Well, yes. And lastly, Hassana, I'm about to say Hussaina. Complicated.
You're already mixing up the names.
Now, sadly, it's Hassana. Our conversation is coming to an end. And last but not least, we've got one question more before we move ahead. Well, before we finish things up, I must say. You're known as someone people wouldn't want to mess with.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Do you feel that strength and reliance in your personality comes from your experiences or family, or maybe even your poetry?
personality, family,
Poetry.
poetry. No, it's in my personality and gotten from my family, not from the poetry.
Okay, well, why does it make you? What makes you someone who one wouldn't want to mess with?
I really don't know. It's something I
But
also
I
want
can
to
tell
figure out.
Divya, I think you very much well do. Hussain, you
No,
punch him.
no, not really
Are
punching.
you likely to punch someone who messes with you?
I can do it totally, but not the punching you're thinking. I do not punch him. It's just, you know. Yeah. But I can totally beat up someone when he or she tries to mess with me.
With you, which I think is right, isn't it?
Yes.
How does it feel punching someone? It must feel great, right?
Yes, it has to feel great. Because I wouldn't start punching you for no reason. You have to do something.
Well, yes. As funny as it is, that's all it is. That's all, guys. Thank you very much. And yes, Hassana, last but not least, before we round off this episode, what advice would you give to young aspiring poets who are currently embarking in their own poetic journey?
All I have to say to you is write. Just write. It doesn't matter whether you're writing from the middle, from the end, or it's from the beginning. Just write.
So you don't have to be perfect at writing,
Yes, you
just
don't
do
have
it.
to be. You just have to claim it to be right. Something funny about it. You mustn't be right. You just have to be like, it's right. There's something called poetic license. So you have to leverage to write anyhow.
So that's it you have for the folks. Just do it.
Just do
Start
it. You
it.
got it. You can do it.
Certainly. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you very much, Hassana, for joining us. It's lovely having you here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, I think that will be it. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and rate us with those 5-star glowing stars. And do follow us on our socials. I'm your host, Anwar BG, where Anwar is the name, BG is the art, and Polo is the lifestyle. We'll see you next week.
This is